We're back. Let's get it. First thing we're going to do is start to shift the fur coat and bakery production off ground floors, which is not going to be an easy task. Got to divert a lot of trade routes. Yeah, big job. Got to divert all the grain from the New World to New Ireland. I am going to set up the wool production somewhere else when I do some calculations and work out how much we've got spare to go. But decided to use, was it this island? We decided to use this island one because it's close to Crown Falls, or maybe this one. Yeah, we'll use this one because the electricity is already set up. Let's change this department to labour. I've just lost 4,000 workforce, but it's not the end of the world. This is going to be one item slot for trade unions. Let's leave the bicycle factories going for now. We'll use the dot plans instead of trading for all of this stuff. Use it to fill up on iron. Use it to trade. Tobias must have literally just gone, is he? Let's use the penny farthings to trade. The cabs to trade for iron. And wool. 20 minutes till Tobias comes. So this will then fill us up with wool. We are going to need a lot more storage. We have more coastline to play with. Not much though. This is going to have to go. You're going to have to go. We're not going to need all those export offices, so we can delete a few. Got us to 4,100, plus we're still going to have some space over here just for free. We do only need 2 export offices for now. We're going to need a few extra piers as well. So. Robs. Good to see you. Yeah, it's not here today. I went in again. We went in. We got on site at 8 o'clock and we left at 10ish. It's too much. Too hot to handle. Oh, this should be good. Andy. Hello mate, welcome. Good today. Just said to Robs, it's like 1,000,000 degrees here in the UK, so we're not used to it this hot, so everybody's struggling a little bit, but luckily my house is really cool. It's good. It's an old house, it's not super well insulated, so it stays cool pretty good. Barely hear me. That's weird. Let me check my mic settings. Is that better? Strange. I haven't changed any settings. Bit. Maybe it's your end, mate. Rob's. Bono. Is my mic okay to you? Is it loud enough? Right, this one we're going to have to set to iron. It's okay, but a bit haggish though. Maybe it's this fan. Sounds like wind in it. Yeah, it's the fan. That should be better now. Should be better. $35C, yeah. It's 37ish or something here today. It's ridiculously hot. It's like freakishly hot. Herbie, welcome. Yeah, it was definitely the fun, yeah. I've just tucked it round the corner a bit. Hopefully it's not too loud now. My mic is clipping a little bit. I'm going to have to turn it back down just a fraction. That should do it. Right, what we're doing is we are getting the fur production. 39 degrees, Jesus Christ. We're getting the fur production and bakers and stuff. No, it's still there. It's getting me slightly. I'll live. Yeah. I was in a conservatory at 8 o'clock this morning, which is just a big glass fucking box, and it was torture. So we left pretty sharpish when we'd done what we had to do. It's 40 plus in London, the suburb goes 38, 39-ish out there in the UK, yeah. Are you in London, Bono? Oh, your colleagues are UK based, yeah. Yes, very, very hot. Nice when you sat in your house doing nothing, but it's too hot to bloody work in. Especially when you do a physical job like I do. Yeah, we don't have air conditioning in the UK as well, which is... it's just a thing. Just generally don't have it. I mean, some people do, but it's not a thing that every people, like normal day people, you just don't have air conditioning because we very rarely get temperatures that need it. Right, let's get the calculator back up. Start planning out this. Four million tourists. Fur coats. 65% workforce. 500% productivity. Means we need 257 of them. 257. Yeah, we're at 2.26, but most of them are scholars. We're at 800,000 scholars, which are just using for the research. Andy, the rest are tourists. We're at 800,000 tourists-ish. 886,000. We've done 1, 2 large, 3 large, 2 medium. So we've still got another 5 large, 3 medium in the old world. And then we've got all of the Cape to deal with, so. Unless you live in a mansion, yeah. It just doesn't warrant the money that it costs to have it installed in the UK. It's not cheap. Bono, thanks for the sub, mate. Much appreciated. You're the man. $257. You're not sub to this channel. Is it unacceptable? Oh, Rob's gifted it. Well done, Rob's. Thanks, mate. Rob's is taking charge of sub duty to this channel, it seems. He's helping everybody out. Top man. $257 fur dealers. Holy hell. Right, this is going to take up a lot more space than I thought. We are going to need... So we'll leave these here for now because we want to trade for the furs and the iron. Furs is almost full. Just calculate pinned in Discord. It isn't. I can pin it to the Discord if you like. This is the one that Duck's made. Copy. Discord. And no discussion. Just pinned it to our no discussion. Herbie. It's just for the length of this chain. I'm not Rothschild. Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to do it every month. Jesus. You would need 2 jobs. Right, we are going to need a museum for the gods of Delta. I think we'll fit this in as and when we can. For now, we really want to make the most space we've got with the trade unions. Where's the oil coming from for this? It needs 60 a minute. Self-running at the minute. It's coming from Cinnamon 4. It's 3 ships. Why are you using the fur for the fur coats? Oh, it's wool, innit? Yeah, ignore me. I know it's wool. I'm trading the wool as well. Ignore me. Right. Making a shit ton of oil here. Why is it not going up? There we go. So yeah, the oil isn't an issue. We don't need to make oil anywhere else. Don't forget the zoo polar set. What's the zoo polar set do? Oh yeah, that's the one for cloth industries, isn't it? Well done. Where are we at with our research? Right. Pretty sure we can buy these books at Archie. Yeah, we can. So we don't need to research them. We only need to research the gold ones. Which means we can put the polar circle set in here. 25%, which is yeah. Is there anyone that can? Oh, I can up that in the calculator. Then can't I for another 25%? Is there anyone that does anything to bakeries? I don't think there is there? Go to the delta. So we can set that to 525 now. Using this dude. Boom. 525. Okay, that's 244. They can be clipped, it's telling me. Oh my god, I've got to factor in clipping. I don't think it's worth it, is it? We want to get the most space we can. Factor in clipping this way. That's what we will do. You have to go. Good cream. See you later, Robs. Thanks for the giving Bonner the sub, mate. Too kind. Boomer Bones. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. If you're new to me and the channel in general, we do big builds here. Crazy stuff. I'm aiming for 4 million. 4 million tourists. Let's see how we go. They can be clipped. That is very interesting. So we're going to have to factor in clip numbers as well. Right, and we're going to need at least a warehouse for 10 of these, so they're all going to be electrified, but we need to factor in that. So let's do something. Going to need regular warehouses. Maybe we can do something like this. These need to be blueprinted until we shift all the trade routes over. Wow, you can fit a lot around these. Does the Tiger Forest set affect tourists? No, it does scholars, I believe. Because tourists are not counted as a residence. They're not counted as residents, so... Is that the one that does canned food and fish stew, I think, if I remember correct? Right, that's a lot we've managed to cram around that. This one needs to be clipped. I'm thinking we put some warehouses somewhere like this. Canned food, fish, breast and chocolate. Yeah, I don't think it'll work because they're not counted as residents. Pretty sure it doesn't because the actor doesn't work. Bit of dead space here. What we could do is this. Turn that into an iron mine and electrify it. And let just a little bit of iron drip into these. It's not in the range of a trade union, but hey ho. That's 43. God, this is going to take up a lot of space. But it is what it is. Depends. It all depends. Which items am I going to use? I'm going to use these three. Lady Jane Smythe, which is plus 50%. This dude, plus 40 instead of furs and cotton. We need iron and wool. Ferras obviously was a flat 50, and then we're going to be using the optimized loom, which is another 50%, but it gives a minus 25% workforce. So big boosts. Four slots, yeah. 4 slots indeed. Because they're not a skilled labour, or they're not, can't make use of any other policy really. These few are not electrified here. That's just the way it's going to be. It's the way it's got to be. This one isn't even electrified. Not a massive problem. How many do I need per minute? $3,400 and something. 2,560. Now, bear in mind, honestly don't think we're going to get to 4 million. I think it's going to be around about 3.5, but would rather have the production in place and not need it. It's just a smarter thing to do. It's always better to have too many than not enough. Right, we can electrify those two, those 1, 2, 3 with that. Then they're going to need another road. Sneak a police in there. Right, if that's not electrified, we'll put you there so you are. Why am I making so many? What do you mean? Why am I making so many fares? Because that's what 4 million tourists need. 2,560 tonnes a minute. 244 at 525%. 244 times 525. 244 times 5.25 is 1,281. What's the base production rate of one of these? With no boosts. 30 seconds, yeah. So that's right. Where did I get 525%? Well, these over here are at 450. We've got another 50% coming from the extra item, the Hopdale Loon, and then 25% from the zoo set that you said. 450 plus 50, 500 plus 25 from the zoo set. 550. The optimized loom, sorry, gives another 50. This is where we get the 525. Simple math, my friend. So we need a fucking lot of them because they only produce at 30 seconds as a base rate. That is what the issue is. So 525% only produces one every 2.7 something every minute. 60% plus per trade unit. Yeah, that's already on there. Yep. That's already been factored into it. Yeah, this has got everything. 100 base productivity, 50% for Lady Jane, 40% for the Master Craftsman, 50% Ferras, 60% Department of Labour, 50% working conditions, 100% electricity. Yeah, then another 50 for the loom and 25 for the polar circle. So 525. Correct. Did it. Well, look at that. That's just catching that one. That's handy. These ones here, they're dead. So it makes sense to, as I say, put a fire station or a zoo, or maybe move this down a bit. Something like that. Bit of dead space here, but nothing too bad. This is pretty useless there. without an adjoining road like that. Right, how many is that? 84. So, yeah. It'll take up a lot of space. Holy Mary, Mother and Joseph. Yeah. Yeah, as I said to you before, Bono, we can't physically make enough iron and gold, so we're going to be trading for it. Actually, I'm using the pocket watches at the minute in the old world. Pocket watches that are coming as a byproduct from our jewel production. I'm making 448 tons of pocket watches, so in the old world, I'm just going to ship the pocket watches over. If I don't make enough iron in the old world, which I should do, then in the Cape, obviously, I'll use the ponchos and whatever's made as extra. It's probably going to be better for me to do it in the Cape, actually, because obviously the ponchos are going to be made on Ireland. I haven't got to ship the pocket watches around. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We will use all of the trading we can over here. We'll gradually phase out the iron that's being traded for in the old world, and if there's any extra, we'll use the pocket watches over there. That needs electricity. This is void of it. This still needs it, so we're going to have to sneak that one over. Yeah, I don't like it. We need something better. It's a hell of a lot of wasted space there, though. do that and be done with it. Sometimes stuff's just got to go where it's got to go. I like to stick to a grid, but if we can fill the space better by going off grid a bit, I'm a big fan. What traders do you have in the old wood? I only have Archie. Only Sir Archibald. Good thing about having these investor houses on the population islands is we won't have to give them any goods because the electricity will stop them from dying, blowing up, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Fortunately, we do not have traders. Can't really factor that passive trade in though, can you? It's can't calculate something that's not constant. Maybe you can, but it's not easy. This is going to want a warehouse down here. warehouse or two. Yeah, that's the one that's Zuno and that we're testing, isn't it? You're electrified. You're electrified. You are now. You are not. Fuck, just realised that's got no road to it. Needs a road to it to receive the bonus. We lost one, but needs must. That one needs to be there for the clipping. There's probably way more warehouses than we need, but they are in places where we can't get a factory, so strawberries cooking in the sun. Forgot to eat them. suppose we should. If the iron wall is full. It's not, because Tobias is about to come here, but we should actually trade for the fur coats as well. Just to fill that up before we switch production. Right, how many is that? That's 149. We're doing good. Well, that's where we'll put the zoo then. Museum. Probably move the palace over there as well. It's obviously not a clipping point, even though it looks like one. Hmm. What the heck? Satisfactory. Why satisfactory? Crazy. Just going to do the little trick to move this over. $184, but we're not taking into account the ones that are being clipped, so obviously this can get electricity from there, so we can do something like this. $211, and that's not factoring into the extra goods from Clipped, so I think we'll leave it for now. In fact, we'll probably just finish this one off. That's 217. Just not getting the electricity there, so. Is that 228? We need how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good day. Looking real good. We've got room for the bakeries, so we should be able to squeeze the bakeries on here. But let's bring it. Oh, we needed a zoo, didn't we? These can be moved because these are no longer needed to be clipped. Although it still is the best position for them. So we're gonna have to work around these. That's alright, because we can put one there and then this one can shift over. So yeah, now comes the tricky bit. We need to get all of the items that we need. I don't know how many of them we've got, but we need an awful lot. Got 8 there. Right, we need, there should be a ship somewhere with the loading speed item on. There's 88 on Crown Falls. What the? Okay. We're not arguing with that. $88. Right. Fur coats are full. Iron and wool is full. Red and grain needs to be full. And then we can start thinking about bringing the bakeries over. We do one there for the bakeries. We squeeze the zoo at the very top there. It's not bad. All this close slash bread, because that's what it is. Right, now we're going to be 4 items on the bread as well, aren't we? So we're going to be able to boost these even more. We've got patisserie, obviously the baker, and a ferras. So I mean, this one's plus 40, minus 25% workforce. This one gives chocolate, which we don't need. So yeah, it's going to be patisserie, Ferras, and the baker, and then Elmer's electric oven. So we're going to need a few of them. So what's that? Another 40. So we've got 100 base plus 100 electricity plus 60 from the Department of Labour plus 50 workforce, and then it's plus 50 from Marie Antoine, 50 for Ferras, and then 40 for the oven. So that means the bakeries will be at 450. 450. 450 means we need 285 to make 1,280 tons a minute. How many do we have over here? 278. So we've got way more than we need at the minute. No, 285? Yeah. Should be easy enough, right? It's telling me 285 at 450%. That should be easy to squeeze on here. Easy peasy. We'll leave this one in case we need any fur coats for some strange reason. We'll start the bakeries over here. Do with another pier really. Do one for iron, one for wool. One for iron, one for wool, one for grain. And then the rest are going to have to deal with this. But if we've got 2,500 fur coats plus 1,300 say bakeries is 3,800. This loading speed is 42.5. 3,800 divided by 42.5. 3,800 divided by 42.5. 89 seconds. That means they're going to have to be less more than a minute. That's without any transferring of ships, so we are going to need another pier. Which means the storage of this island is not great. What are you? Loading wharf. Right, 3,800 divided by, what are these at? 34. Oh, they're going to be quicker now, aren't they? We put the item in. This is 44 tons a second. This is 38. So we can do 80 tons a second. This one's iron. This one is wool. This one needs to be grain for the bakeries. So they've all got the dedicated piers. They're going to be fast. Palace Ridge is full island, yeah. Yeah. Easy. My palace on Crown Falls is maxed at I've got 36,000 attractiveness. I've got 130 wings. I do need a few more. I believe it's 134 to reach the largest islands. Yeah, Palace Ridge is all of it. Did I consider 50% workforce condition in your action? Yes. bakers. Always use that, it's free. So yeah, 38,000 divided by 80 tons a second is 47 seconds. So we've got 13 seconds to spare. So they can use the main pier and this pier to pick up the fur coats and the bread. And there's also the Docklands main wharf as well. That means we can dedicate this to grain, this to wool, this to iron. Now this is 35 tons a minute. 2,500 tons of iron divided by 35 tons a second is 71 seconds. So not going to be able to do that for the iron. Oi, oi, oi. Same with the wool. We're just going to have to not have dedicated piers. We're just going to have to add all of the loading speed up for these. So we've got 35 plus 1, 2, 4. 35 times 4 is 140 tons a second. Plus 17.6 plus 44 is we can do 201 tons. We say 200 tons a second we can shift from these piers. Now you won't get anywhere near that because the ships have to queue and wait a bit, so we need a buffer. So 200 tons a second, but we need to deal with 2,500 tons of iron plus 2,500 tons of wool plus 1,280 tons of grain plus the actual fur coats themselves, which is 2,500 ish, plus 1,280 tons of bread, which is 10,060 divided by 200 tons a second is 50 seconds. 200 tons a second is 50. That was a minute, weren't it? 10,000 times 60 to give us tons a second divided by 200. It's 3,000. Whether I'm working this makes some iron on islands, yeah. Doesn't matter, I've still got to ship it there. I'll only be able to make about 80 on the island. So we said we could do 200 tons a second. 200 times 60 is 12,000 tons a minute. And we just added those all up at 10,000. So we've got 2,000 tons a minute buffer. So that should work. I mean, if it doesn't, we'll just bring in some airships as well to deal with it. We'll use airships for the grain or something from the old world. Then we can parallel load with the ships and all is good. So back to the calculator. 285 bakeries, easy peasy, yeah? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Although these do need quite a few warehouses, so. Aren't electrified as well, which is not ideal. Can I get away with moving that over? Obviously not. There's only 4 unelectrified. If that's the case, we might as well put that there. We might as well use the ones. How does loading speed bonuses work on ships calculated together with advanced piers? That's a good point. I haven't factored that in ever. So yeah, the loading speed bonuses on the ships, like this loading speed, that is a multiplicand of the actual pier that it loads at. So yeah, we will be good then. Well remembered, Herbie. Because we've got plus 75% loading speed there. Plus 75%. So yeah, I mean, this pair that is running at 44 plus 75%. 44 plus 75% is 77. So that one alone will do 77 tons a second. 3,800 divided by, it's 49 seconds. So yeah, we probably could. We'll test it. We probably could do what we were originally planning now. Well remembered, Herbie. Yeah, whatever the loading speed bonus is on the ship, it multiplies the loading speed of the warehouse it docks at. That's why when you're calculating Tobias's trade cycle, you have to factor in, he has an imaginary 200% loading speed on top of the 100 base rate, so it's like you have to multiply the main harbour, or whatever harbour Tobias is going to load at, you have to multiply it by 3. Load 3 times faster than the actual harbour says. Job your ear. One, two, three, four. 4 more of that lady, whatever her face is, the one that we just saw. Another circle's being made now. Four. How many Pharoses do we have over here, if any? Three. What about optimized looms? None. This is the Hopdale. Optimized looms across the board. I don't think we're going to have any of them because I wouldn't have needed to research any. We've got 2. One here. It's not worth bothering it. We might as well just research them all. So how many did we need again? Can anybody remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we we need 12 of them. Hop. Hop. Loom. Optimized automatic loom. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 4 of them, so we're going to need 8 of him. So him. So we only had 3 Pharises, so we need another 9 Pharises. All we have to do is wait 5 hours for all these to go. But yeah, bakeries. Bakeries. These are all electrified, just just not in. I think we need to do that. Hmm. Better. Only another 200 and fucking something stupid to go. Ah, well, you need to speak to Wicked about that. He is the one who prepared this save for me. This was originally going to be our next run at a record run, but people found a better seed, so it went out the window very quickly. So Wicked had already done all of this researching for me with all these ship items and everything, so I cannot take credit for that, I'm afraid. This is all falling together quite well. Something's bound to go wrong soon. Yeah, he had it on a lot overnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're going to go to that one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're going to go to that one. These will share this. So we are going to need another one up here. Imagine his electricity bill. That thing pumping out 24/7. Crazy. Right, these use what? 5 bricks each. That's 430. That's 86. We needed how many? 285. Let's get cracking then, eh? Each row needs its own bloody warehouse, pretty much. So, to start factoring in more warehouses, we can manage around about 10 a minute when they're fully electrified, boosted around about 400. So, see. Don't think we're going to have enough room. But we can only do what we can do. We're not superheroes, are we? Stick one down here as well. Void here. Might as well use that for warehouses. Is that what it takes? Take 10 minutes. Even if you have 10,000 engineers. Thought it might have been a bit quicker. Yeah. Oh boy. Ten Minuten. Yeah, because the triple speed. Although once you get past like 4 million population, the triple speed just doesn't work. On my 8.7 4 million game, if I turn the triple speed on, it actually made the game go slower than normal speed because the computer just couldn't deal with it. So you are forced to play at old school speed late game. Which is very annoying. When is that then? $160. We might just do it, you know, because we've got this space here as well, and we've also got this one that we kept. Might just do it, you know. I think triple speed just goes to 2 times. I don't even not superhuman pop like you. Yeah. True. Superhuman pop. Love it. I'm gonna use that as a tag for my next stream. Superhuman population inbound. That's 201. 201, although the electricity is not coming over here very well, so we'll do what we can over here. Might as well put that there because there's no electricity. $10.80. 216. Yeah, we're gonna do it, aren't we? We're gonna just squeeze these in here. We're just gonna squeeze them in. We then need to deal with the wool, but I'm hoping we can do that on some of these small islands because we need one small island to supply a large and a medium island. We'll see. The wool may just have to stay on Crown Falls because it doesn't take up too much space, but right, if we are full on everything that we needed, so we're full on wool, we're full on iron, we're full on, what was the other one? Grain. Full on grain. Full on fur coats. Are we full on bread? Yes, so that means the penny farthings can now go. We can redesign this bit a little bit better. We get two here. Easy. Easy. Shift him up to there. Can you also import some bread to supplement? Yeah, I could obviously import it all if I wanted to. I'm making that much byproducts from varying different things, so I could probably import everything. But the plan is not to. I'm making loads of dynamite over here and making a shit ton of dynamite. I'm making 400 tons of dynamite, 186 tons of saltpeter. These are just byproducts. I will be making 1 million flipping ponchos over here. I'm making pocket watches from the jewels in the old world. So yeah, I could easily trade for it all, but we don't want to. We need the electricity to get through there. How many is that now? 1240 divided by 5 is 248. 248, we need 285, so we're nearly there. $273. 273, and we needed 285. No, that's at 32%. What the fuck? Fuck that up, haven't I? I think I may have made a million too many bakeries. I think I may have just dropped a massive bollock. Got 1127. How many have we got over here? 278. Tourists. Bread. So we need no tons a minute. Oh my god. What has happened? Four million tourists. Bread. Bread. What's going on with this? Total plus 25.6. That. Here we go. 223 at 450% at 1,000 tons a minute. $240 for the fur coats. And you need 1,000 tons a minute. Surely I'm making way more grain than that. I'm making 1,472 tons of grain a minute. I think this calculator's just decided to break. Or maybe it was just me and I hadn't checked the maitre d' woman. We're using him. Using him. This is telling me we only need 1,000 tons a minute now. The workforce is 11,000 workers, 223 bakeries. Is 1,000 tons a minute. I'm not using bread for any of the recipes. $223. Is the 450% right? Something's gone wrong in our calculations. So 50 plus 50 plus 40 for the oven when it comes, plus 100 basic, plus 60 plus 50 is 350%. 350. It says 450 there. $100 plus 50 plus 50 plus 60 plus 50 plus 100. It's 410 plus 40 is 450. Yeah, so it was 450. 223. We need the grain for the silos and that as well then, yeah? The wool. Means 1,100 tons of grain. We're making 1,400. Electric, you know, factored into the electricity. It's saying 223 now. But there's only 180 to make 1,000 tons a minute. And this said we were making 1,100. Making 1,127 tons a minute here. From 278 bakeries. Doesn't look like 278, does it? These need 5 bricks a minute. 1365 divided by 5 is 273. So yeah, we are good. As long as the warehouses can keep up. Somewhere near the number that we need. Right, have we got the Gods of Delta here? Yes, we do. Is the polar circle set finished? It is, and then we're going to start working on the items that we need. As soon as these are built, we can start shifting the. We can move all of the trade routes around. So the grain at the minute is coming from lots of different places, so I would have to go in here and change the ground falls to coat some bread on every single one. And then shift the production over here. How many tons are we actually using of bread a minute globally? We only need 238. So as long as we get a few clusters running, we can shift all the production over and start the bread going straight away from that island. As for fur coats, we need to be making roughly 600, so we could probably get the fur coats going as well. So let's start filling these out. Ferrous, him, and the loom, which we don't have. So if we move the loom to the top of the pile, they're more important. So we want to get 6 clusters going to start with. Should be enough to get us going. So polar circle, polar circle, polar circle, polar circle, 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 polar circle. Got to tell, this is going to give us so much influence back, it's ridiculous. We're on 1,821 now. Just give us 200 back straight away. Are all of the trade unions connected by road? Certainly appears it. Then once we've freed the space up here, we can clip the rest of the lacquer factories and then we can start planning Crown Falls. We're going to free up all this space here. This here is probably going to be the best space for the zoos, museums. Shift them down there. A circle. Now, as Bono said, this gives us 25% boost. Affects fair dealer, framework knitters, bombing weaver, poncho darner, and tailor's shop. One wasn't connected. Ah. Thanks, dude. It's very important to make sure they are, obviously. Otherwise, you don't get your boosters, you don't get your extra trade union slots. So, well spotted. Right, and the baker is needed. Marie-Antoine. Now, not Marie-Antoine. What's his face? I'm got to say, we're going to have a lot of him because he comes readily. As a specialist, got 12. So there's 8. How many do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wouldn't surprise me if there's one here already. There is not. There will be on other islands. On Crown Falls. Yeah, so we're not going to need to trade any more of them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the baker. 8 Ferris is there, which we can shift over. We've got 9. Got 1 over here in the new world. So yeah, we're nearly there. We need a couple of bakers, a couple of ferrasses, and then the oven for the food, wasn't it? Did we put that in there? No, so item development, oven. This one, what's this? This was the one. Plus 40% productivity, minus 25% workforce. So we can adjust the workforce in here for the bakery. This is going to be at 75%. It's going to be at 65 because Ferris does a 10. So that means we only need 7,000 workers, which is excellent. Excellente. Yeah, so as soon as the loom starts coming in, we can shift it over. How much bread have we actually got over here? If it's full, I might just risk it for a biscuit. Is the grain full? Yeah, right. So let's change all the trade routes for the grain. Let's get things going. Crown full's gone. Gone. Coat spread. Coat spread. Haku, welcome, mate. Oh, you've never seen the Research Institute in Anno? What the fuck? How does 7-hour ship have infinite containers? Doesn't it? Does 8. These are Great Easterns. You research them at the Institute, you get 8 slots. 8 slots per ship. How do you get it? You need the Embesson DLC. The name of it eludes me. So you get a whole new region with Embessa. With this, it enables you to build the Research Institute, which is this. You need scholars and engineers to use the Research Institute. You then have to get research points to use, and then you can trade for stuff. One of the major discoveries is a Great Eastern, which is this, and you can research it. It costs 250,000 research points when it's maxed out. It starts off at 10. Every time you research one, it goes up. Then you can just keep researching the ships as and when you need them. And then you can build them at your piers. Once you've researched the permits, you obviously need a steamship harbour, which we've got over here. And then you just click on it like a normal ship and build them. So we've redirected the grain to here now. That means we can quickly delete all this and socket the items. Delete these. And socket the items. Rob's, he's back. Thanks for the biddies, dude. You've missed a lot. We have been busy. How do you get influence in Anno? Spent all of my now, can't build a trade union. You get influence from, the easiest way to get influence is investor houses. One investor house at base level gives you free influence. That means if it's got 1 person in it or 50 people in it, you get free influence per house. So the more investors you have, the more influence you get. You can see at the minute I'm using a lot of influence. I'm getting 23,138 from my investors. Cultural modules are giving me back 6,850 because of the palace boost that I've got. But yeah, I'm using an awful lot of influence. I'm only 2 in a green, and I've got 23,000, so I'm using 21,000 influence. How do I have so many investors? You only have 2. Well, this is why you come to my channel, mate. This is what we do. We build big. We're only just starting on this save. I've got 523,000 investors. These are just used to give me the influence. We've got 780,000 scholars, 875,000 tourists. We are aiming for 4 million tourists. Every island is going to be like this, filled with tourists. 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 This one hasn't got a bus stop. Tourists. The rest of the islands at the minute are just filled with scholars to give me the research points to research those items that you want. Income is 11 million. Yeah, that's nothing. You wait till it gets finished. The tourists are bringing in 13 million at the minute, and we're only a quarter of the way through. Plus, this skyscraper island with all of these investors on is sucking me an obscene amount of money. It's something like, I calculated it, I think it's something like 13 million in the red. The skyscraper maintenance is 8 million. This is 5, 13, 5, 6. 20 million's worth of expenses on a skyscraper island. Plan is to try and get rid of that, but can't see it. Right, so we unsocketed all of those items. Need to go and pick those up now so we can transfer the stuff over. Yeah, join the Discord or Akko as well. Robs or somebody will post a link if there is not anybody about. I'm going to make you a mod, Rob, because you're here all the time. You're always doing stuff for us. I remember how to do it. Don't. I'll look into it later. I can't remember how to do it now while we're busy in a way. Yes. Now look, Streamlabs has just popped it up. There's a link to the YouTube channel. And the Discord just pops up. Well done, mate. Right, we wanted these items for the bakery, didn't we? Which was the baker. He's the most important because he's the one that uses the grain. Enables us to use the grain instead of flour. The other one was Mary Antowani, whatever his name is, but we've already got him over there. And the next one is Veras. And then the ovens should be coming quite soon. Got the looms on the go. Thought we'd put these in the queue. Let's move these to the top now. Seeing as we're getting the bakeries going first. Okay, if you join the Discord, the save for my 8.74 million game is available to download also, if you're interested in taking a look, although you will need a semi-decent PC to run it. Or just dial all the settings down. Right, Bakers. Marie-Antoine. Ferras. Bakery. This is going to go mad when we turn all these on. Let's get it. I'm too afraid my PC will blow up. Yeah, just go slowly if you're new to the game, mate. You don't need to play like this. I've got a lot of experience in this game, obviously. But investors are key. They are the key to all of your problems. They give you money. They give you influence. All you've got to do is make sure they got what they need. Give them a bank and a members club. Just plop that down. It's free money. Make sure they get what they need. Investors are key, unless you're building skyscrapers, and then they are trouble. Aku, I'm curious, did you just find me straight through Twitch? Because if you are, you're the first person to do that. Most of the people in here have come from my Discord already. Or from my YouTube channel. Twitch Discovery. Twitch Discovery. Aku, thanks for the follow, mate. Welcome in. Twitch Discovery is terrible. It's like non-existent compared to YouTube. Right, now we need to redirect all of the islands to actually come here and pick up bread from here instead of Crown Falls. Bread. Accept. Old World 2. Crown Falls gone. Coats and bread in. Bread. Accept. World 3. Bread. Crown Falls gone. Coats and bread in. Load good. Just got up from 10 hours of Anno. Holy fuck. You must have had a good sleep. 10 hours beats my record. Crown Falls gone. Coats and bread. Investors are the key. Investors are life. Give them some champagne and cigars, let them mope around in their snazzy fur coats, nip into the bank in their steam carriages. All your troubles will go away. Well, 5M. You got no bread going to, you know. What? Onward M5, accept. Crown Falls gone. Who else is streaming I know at the minute? Am I on the top by any chance? Of 9 viewers. Right, there's one island over here we have investors on. That's this one. Bread. Ah, this is picking up sugar from Crown Falls as well. It's a pain. Tell it to go Crown Falls to pick up the sugar. And on its way back, we'll tell it to stop at Coats and Bread to load the bread. And then Fishguard unload. Have I tried it on 2070? Yes, I have. Played it a lot. Nowhere near as much as I played this, but I have a good 300-400 hours in it. I play other resource management games as well. I love Satisfactory. I might stream a bit of that later today as well. I'm thinking about starting a new game. Starting a brand new game for that. And Captain of Industry is a new one that I've started playing as well. What do I do for work? I build conservatories. I live in the UK. Like a general... Conservatories are like... I don't know where you're from, whether you know this word. Like sort of PVC and glass extensions that people have on the back of their houses. That's what I do for a job. It's too hot today though, so we came home. Too damn hot. Google a conservatory UK. Yeah, totally different to what I enjoy doing in my free time, which is sitting on my ass. Day to day, it's quite heavy, physical, busy work. That's why I like to just sit and chill out on the computer in the evenings. Right, did we sort all of those trade routes out for the bread? Because if we didn't, it's going to be trouble. Bread is full. Mobile 1 is now getting its bread from Coats and Bread. He's on his way to drop it off. It's starting to slow down already, isn't it? Considering we're on 3 speed. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to get a drink. Oh no, you can get a Ferris. Yeah, without researching it, you should be able to get him from Eli at the prison and also Isabella in the New World. If you your population is at a big enough level so that you get there. Freeze, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Cheers. It's hot here. We're having a beer. 40 degrees. It's too hot for me. Alright, what to do next then? Now we've freed up this space here. Could start planning some stuff. We need to keep these connected because we're getting attractiveness from these, which is boosting obviously our overall attractiveness on our island. Spent over $1 million just rolling Ferris in the prison. It's actually easier to get him from Isabella in the New World. I find it anyway. Spent 8 rolling his life. Oh, right, it's over here. Right, wool is going to be the next ball ache, isn't it? Because realistically, to get the most out of wool production, we want it on its own dedicated island. That's not even inside the trade union, which is annoying. To get the most out of wool, you want it on its own dedicated island, using the boost from the palace that gives extra goods for farms. But let's have a look at wool, shall we? $2,560 tons a minute. 2,560 tons of wool a minute. We got these at. I mean, they're at 0 workforce, which is good. Because I'm thinking we need most of the farmer population for our orchards. The jam orchards. We need 31,000 farmers to make all the jam. Nainaka, welcome. How's it going? With silos, yeah. With silos. So we need 31,850 farmers for our jam. Now granted, most of that is going to be made in the old world because we've not got any farming production over there. So if we could somehow make all of our jam over there, which I don't think is going to be possible because we are averaging. This is a good example of. This is 150, let's say. Generating a good chunk of it from the specialists that we've got. With silos or not enough grain. No, I've got enough grain, yeah. I'm making 1,400 tons of grain a minute in the New World. We are making plenty good grain in the New World. You can see with these new haciendas, 261 on this island alone. The New World as a whole is making us 1,479 tons of grain. So, the silos give goods as well, don't they? Is there an option for us to check the silos on this calculator? Well, silos activated. Workforce 100%. We've got these at 200%. Let's quickly calculate what we can get these at. Because if we said we weren't going to give a shit about the workforce and we wanted the best items for wool, what they're called, sheep farms. Sheep farm. Now you've got these 3 fabulous feed yards. These all give 70% productivity boost. 70, 70 and 70, just with varying different amounts of increased maintenance costs. At the moment I'm in work these days for welders are the best. You're a welder, Jesus Christ. I feel your pain. I work outside. I build conservatories on the back of people's houses, and I work till 11 o'clock today, and then we've fucking had enough. Super hot today here, 40 degrees. So yeah, we've got them 3. This Mark van der Mark is absolutely useless. And then this one is probably the next best one because it gives reduction in workforce. But if we said we just wanted pure productivity, it would be those 3 and then a Ferris. So those 3 are 70, so that's 210 straight away. Plus the 100 base. Plus 10% for the Origin of Mankind, plus 100 for the silo, plus 60 for the Department of Labour, plus 50 working conditions, which is 530. 530% plus a silo. Now, this is going to shrink the number that we need down drastically. No, that's workforce. 100. 530%. That means we only need 182 sheep farms. We're getting 640 tonnes from the silo, and if we put them on an island with the Land Reform Act, that means we only need 132 sheep farms. Yeah, silos give extra goods, yeah, at rate 1/3. So we will be getting 465 from the silo, 698 698 from the Land Reform Act, 468 from the silos. And we will only need 1,320 farmers. The only thing is we're boosting it 50%, but we've got workers on the island, so let's say we got that to 480. And we didn't boost them, but we probably will because we can just put police stations on the island with them as well. So 132 sheep farms. Now, if we put that in perspective, how many have I got over here on Crone Falls at the minute? 49. And that is only 1, 2, 3, 4 little clusters. So I'm thinking if we have got enough workforce when we turn all this island on, once this island is all turned on, if we have surplus workforce and we can sacrifice this island, we can put the sheeps on here, which will be really good. We can put the sheep on there. Yeah, so we need to know if we've got enough workforce. So we really need to wait for all these. Need to wait for these items to finish that we were researching, so we can move all our industry onto that island. But for now, I suppose we might as well plan another island. Let's go for. Is this the one we just finished? M5. Where's this getting the jam from? This will tell us. Is it getting it from jam 3? Jam 2. Okay, so we didn't just finish that, we just finished this. Right, what's going on here? Not got enough jewels. You're joking me. The island is full, so we need to add another ship to the jewellery run of this island. We haven't checked exploded buildings for a while. I imagine there's going to be a few. These always blow up. Constantly. Right. So we need a medium island to pair with this big one that we just done. This is a medium island, so we might as well get cracking on this. Now we need to redesign all this. Or do we? Have the oil arbor over here, so we can probably live with it. You are going to need a bus stop. We only need one pier per island when we're making these islands anyway. Everything else it can just manage because we're bringing in a lot of stuff, but it all comes in dribs and drabs. So when the jewels go back up on this island, should be fine. You don't have a road. There's no way I can get one to you either. So yeah, we were saying we're going to plan this out. Town halls first, always. This is not going to be fun. This island is terrible. This is the exact same island that we've just done over there. It makes a good industry island, but doesn't make for a good population island. Shame we can't use this chocolate, really. Rain. Iron. Wool. Red and fur coats. Seems to be working well at the minute. Don't know how well it'll cope when we've got every ship on the planet coming over here to pick up all the stuff, but yeah. So let's redesign this a little bit. Actually, we need to get a road to this. Is there any way we can move it over? No, that is annoying. Right. Move the commuter pier to there. This needs to be attached by a road for the attractiveness to affect. Needs to be attached to a road for the bus pass to affect it, and then it be classed as a hotspot. So we have no choice. These need to be all connected as well, physically touching. We definitely need all the loading wharfs. We definitely need all of the piers. We need the export offices as well, again, just to get the attractiveness of it up. Master's office will just use these to connect it. Docklands main wharf is now giving us 1,000 attractiveness. Whether my chat's froze. Fresh. No, we're good. Just chilling. Alright, we'll have the... We can do with the oil harbour over here as well, but... If we can swap... No, we're going to need the fisheries over there. Should have designed this a bit better. Right, that's better. Now we need the oil harbour. Need a power plant. We only need one, so we need it super close to the coast. Right, this is good. What's the storage at? 3,100. Yeah, we don't really need much more. We are going to need the tourist mooring. Maybe we can sneak this in. And bus stop. Okay, so that's Docklands tourist mooring. This is electrified straight away, so now we need a World's Fair. World's Fair with another bus stop. We need a Skyline Tower. We need the Iron Tower. Palace will need to be moved to more central. What else do we need? We need World's Fair, Iron Tower, Skyline Tower, and we need a zoo, a museum with the Gods of Delta on. Then we need town halls. Need a one space gap between for the grid art design to work properly. Okay, Herbie, good to see you, mate. Yeah, try and stay cool. I've got a fan semi-blasting in my face. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for saying hi. See you again. Oh, that's annoying. This is the one. I can't move it up. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. We are going to need fisheries to supply one of the items in... which one it is in the restaurant. Hopefully we can get town all over here. Trade union. Pretty good. let's import the grid from this one. This is just copying and pasting the grid from one of my other islands. We did all the hard work earlier on in the save. Obviously, we're just trying to fit as many hotels as we can. That is the goal. No free space. Comes investors. Thinking about it, these investors over here can be built because there's going to be chocolate over here for them. We don't want these to have that, 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 or that. All we want them to have is chocolate. And they don't even need that until we get to 1,750. So we are going to let them have electricity. Where possible. It's over to the left, isn't it? It is there, exactly. One tile away from the edge. One tile away from the edge. Well, that all fitted in there nicely, didn't it? Nielsen, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. This is going to be a bit fiddly here. I don't think we're going to squeeze many extra in down here. Damn shame. If we move this to there, These can't get it. That's got to go there. Takes care of them four. They're good. This one is missing one, so we're going to need another bus stop here. This is taking care of them. That's got them. We need another one up here. Where's going to be the best place for us to get our mine? Probably going to be this one. It's me. It needs to be electrified. It needs to have a Yorg, Ferras, and a Sapper, which we're probably not going to have. So we'll have to bring a sapper in from... I think we have one in a ship somewhere. We did. Actually here, ready to go. Beckoning and sapper. Boost that. This needs to be coal, not iron. Seat. It's getting all sticky. Deal with that another day. We need a ship for now. Quite warm today here. Kidding me. 40 degrees here. 39.5 or something. So we need you to trade route. Old world. Pick up the coal. Dump it there. Discard cargo. In Scotland, 31 in Scotland. Jesus Christ, that's going to kill you like there, isn't it? That's got to break records, isn't it? Whereabouts in Scotland are you, mate? Glasgow. That's got to be near on a record for Glasgow, surely. We're breaking records here, I think, today. They'll tell you on the news later. I think it was 38.4 or something for now. Right, what are we doing? Yeah, we needed coffee for these, didn't we? Trade route, New World, Hourglass, coffee. Five years ago there was like 34 for one day. Yeah, I remember that year. It was 2016, I think. 2016 if I remember right. We had it hot here as well, obviously. Too hot to work in, man. It's just killing. Stifling, I think the word is. That's how long the summer lasted. Eat tons of fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 we need. Boost it. Is that 12? Yes. Yes, yes. The summer lasted one day and everybody moaned because it was too hot. Love a good old moan, as Brits say. It's either too hot, too cold, too wet. Right, let's check these bus stops for this row then. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Yeah, that's all everybody does. Love a moan. If we ain't got nothing to moan about, then we'll find something. Stamp 4. It's that. It's them. That's them. Looking good. Would you believe I've never been to Scotland? Never ever been to Scotland. I went to Wales by accident once when we came out of a club in Bristol. Never been to Ireland. Sad, really. Yeah, never been to Scotland. Never felt the need. If I was going to go to Scotland, I'd like to probably go in the winter. Sounds stupid.
Yeah, the Highlands. Exactly. Is there a Lowlands as well? No more stupid jokes, I'm getting tired. I need to take a break soon. How long have we been streaming? 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours! Avoid big cities. Can't be no worse than the big cities we've got here. This one needs a bus stop. Just not going to get another town hall down there, which is a shame, but hey ho. Tippanu, thanks for the follow, mate. Welcome in. Am I saying that right? Sipanu. 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 Is that something now? Is that like Scottish? The new. Shipanu. Shipanu. Shouldn't it have a H in it then? Romanian. Oh, it's your name. Excuse me. Didn't mean to take the mic. I was imagining you were a full-on Scottish Scotsman. Romania, never been there either. I have been Ibiza. Another lads holiday style places. I haven't met one single Scottish person who plays this game. You would be my first. There's not many English players, to be fair. Got one English person in the Discord. That I know of. There may well be more lurking around. Oh, look at that. That's good. That's just good. It is very complex. That's why I like it. Have you been playing it long? Have you got much experience in the game? This is probably looking a bit crazy if you're new to the game. Or newish. Like a year. You got the general. Must have a fairly decent understanding of it now. Took me about a year to understand all the different nuances, if you like, all the little hidden features and stuff. Watched a ton of YouTube videos and streamers myself to get help on things. Got up to 2 million max. That's good. Yeah, I got to 1 million after I think it was my 4th playthrough. Didn't really realise I was doing it. I just kept building and building. But you're beauty building as well. Nice. How did you find me, mate? Anyway, did you find me just through Twitch, or you follow me on the YouTube or Discord? Interested to find out how people come across the stream. YouTube, then Discord, now Twitch. Good. That is the way. First time catching the stream today, though, yeah? $2 million beauty building is good. You should send your file to Taka. He's struggling to do his million one. I think he's give up. Looked at your cervix, quite complex. Yeah, very. Yeah. This is how I enjoy stuff, though. I like to set myself a challenge. The game's too boring for me, just playing it with AI and how they designed it. Well, for me anyway. It's not actually inside that town hall there, is it? Got a power, we split the map in two, race to $1 million. Sounds like fun. It's a bit slow multiplayer as well, though, isn't it? Can be. Because you can't speed it up, but late game it doesn't really matter because you can't speed it up anyway. We've been playing the game map over 3 months now. Post some pics in Discord. There is some hate in there. I'm gonna, when I'm sat eating my dinner in a bit, I'll have a look at them. I'll get this blueprinted roughly for now, and then I'm probably going to come back on later. We'll see how I feel. Complains about you abusing specialists. Well, he's an idiot if he's not using them. Gotta get them specialists in. That's what they're designed for. You are putting yourself at a disadvantage if you don't use specialists. In every single way, if you play this game and you don't use specialists. It's They designed it in the game for a reason. To make it easier. Not easier, but better. That's looking good. Considering this map's fucking shit and a nightmare to work with. Not map this this island. You learned how to play without them a few years ago and stuck with the style when there were no skyscrapers. Yeah. Still had specialists when there were no skyscrapers. Specialists since day one. But we did not have the ability to research them. How long have you lived in Scotland for then? Speak good English, from what I can tell. Right, I'm getting hungry. Since 2015, a few years then. Right, I'm going to call it there, guys. We did good. We had a very productive nearly 4 hours. We've totally shifted all our production, or we've nearly shifted all our production from Crown Falls so that we can utilise 4 trade union booths on this island for our bread. For our bread and our fur coats. Shifted all the trade routes around. We've blueprinted another island over here. Doing good. Next time, when all of these items are finished researching over here, once all of these items are finished researching, or the looms especially, we will build all of the fur dealers over on that separate island. Coats, fur coats, and that's making the fur coats and the bread. Delete the fur over here. We'll then think about what we're going to do with the wool, whether we're going to keep it on Crown Falls or shift it to another island so we can make use of the extra items from farms boost that you get from the palace. So yeah, thanks for watching. We've had a good steady 10 people, went up to 15 at one point. Load of new followers. Channel's doing good. If I do come on tonight, I'll probably stream something different. I might do a bit of Sass Factory or something. I'll see how I feel once I've had my dinner. But yeah, thanks for the support. Thanks for the new followers. Join the Discord, Facebook. Just join the Discord, YouTube if you haven't already. I'll catch you next time.